The middle of the 20th century often evokes a nostalgic sigh from many Americans. It was a time when the United States emerged from the ashes of World War II as a global superpower. Factories hummed with activity, fueled by returning soldiers eager to rebuild their lives. The American dream, that potent cocktail of hard work and opportunity, seemed within everyone's reach. This era, often dubbed America's Golden Age, was marked by unprecedented economic growth. The gross national product soared, and the middle class ballooned. Jobs were plentiful, wages were rising, and families could afford homes, cars, and even the occasional luxury. America was on top of the world, a beacon of freedom and prosperity. This period wasn't just about economic prosperity, however. It was also a time of significant cultural influence. American music, from jazz to rock and roll, captivated the world. Hollywood films became global sensations, exporting American values and ideals to every corner of the globe. The United States was not just an economic powerhouse, it was a cultural trendsetter, shaping tastes and influencing perceptions worldwide. The 1950s in particular stand out as the epitome of this golden age. Post-war optimism permeated society. Suburban communities sprouted across the nation, offering affordable housing and a sense of community for growing families. The American dream, once a distant aspiration for many, was becoming a tangible reality. Technological advancements further fueled this sense of progress. The television became a mainstay in American households, bringing news, entertainment, and a shared cultural experience into living rooms across the nation. The automobile became increasingly affordable, granting families newfound mobility and freedom. This era also witnessed the rise of consumerism. New and innovative products flooded the market, from household appliances to fashion accessories. Advertising boomed, enticing consumers to embrace a lifestyle of abundance and leisure. The American consumer was born, and with it, a culture of instant gratification and material aspiration. Yet, beneath this veneer of prosperity and progress, cracks in the facade were already beginning to show. The economic boom, while lifting millions into the middle class, did not benefit all Americans equally. Racial inequality remained a pervasive issue, with African Americans facing discrimination in housing, education, and employment. The civil rights movement, gaining momentum during this period, highlighted the stark disparities in American society. The struggle for racial equality exposed the hypocrisy at the heart of the American dream. The promise of opportunity and equality for all rang hollow for millions of African Americans. On the global stage, geopolitical tensions cast a long shadow over America's golden age. The Cold War, a nuclear standoff with the Soviet Union, created an atmosphere of constant anxiety. The threat of nuclear annihilation loomed large, a stark reminder that the world was far from a peaceful utopia. As the 20th century drew to a close and the new millennium dawned, America found itself at a crossroads. The economic certainties of the post-war era had eroded. Globalization, while creating new opportunities, also led to job losses in manufacturing as companies sought cheaper labor abroad. The gap between the rich and poor began to widen, eroding the middle class that had been the bedrock of American society. The political landscape, too, was shifting. The end of the Cold War left a void in global leadership, and the United States grappled with its role in a new world order. Political polarization intensified, with partisan gridlock hindering effective governance. The optimism and unity of the Golden Age seemed like a distant memory. Section 5. The Weight of the World, Modern American Struggles. Today, America faces a myriad of complex challenges. The healthcare system, while technologically advanced, remains plagued by high costs and unequal access. Millions of Americans struggle to afford healthcare, and the debate over healthcare reform continues to divide the nation. Immigration, a topic that has long sparked debate in America, has become increasingly contentious. The country grapples with how to address both legal and illegal immigration. balancing humanitarian concerns with economic realities and security concerns. Climate change, once a distant threat, is now a pressing reality. The United States, as one of the world's largest emitters of greenhouse gases, faces a moral and economic imperative to address this global crisis. However, the issue remains deeply polarized, with political and ideological divisions hindering meaningful action. Section 6. The Trump Phenomenon, a Nation Divided. In the midst of these challenges, a new and disruptive force emerged in American politics: Donald J. Trump. His unexpected rise to prominence in the 2016 presidential election exposed deep divisions within American society. His populist message resonated with a segment of the population disillusioned with the political establishment, frustrated with economic inequality, and concerned about cultural changes. Trump's presidency was a tumultuous period in American history. His unconventional style, often characterized by brash rhetoric and a disregard for traditional political norms, alienated many but also energized his base of supporters. He challenged long-held assumptions about America's role in the world, questioned alliances, and pursued an America First agenda. Section 7. Trump's America Policies and Their Impacts. Trump's policies were equally divisive. His signature tax cuts, while boosting corporate profits, did little to address income inequality and may have exacerbated the national debt. His attempts to repeal and replace the Affordable Care Act, though unsuccessful, caused uncertainty and anxiety for millions of Americans who rely on the program for health insurance. His hardline stance on immigration, epitomized by the border wall and family separation policies, sparked outrage and protests. His withdrawal from international agreements, such as the Paris Climate Accord and the Iran nuclear deal, damaged America's standing on the world stage and raised concerns about its commitment to global leadership. Section 8. The Future of America, Trump's Potential Return. As we stand in 2025, the possibility of Trump's return to the political stage looms large. His continued influence over the Republican Party and his enduring appeal to a significant segment of the electorate cannot be ignored. His potential comeback raises profound questions about the future direction of American politics and society. Would a second Trump presidency exacerbate existing divisions, or could it present an opportunity for healing and reconciliation? Would it lead to a more isolationist America, or a more assertive presence on the world stage? These questions weigh heavily on the minds of many Americans as they contemplate the future. Section 9. Reclaiming the Dream: Unity, Progress, and Leadership. The challenges facing America today are undeniable. Yet amidst these challenges lies an opportunity for renewal and progress. America has overcome adversity before, emerging stronger and more resilient. The key to navigating the current moment lies in reclaiming the spirit of unity, pragmatism, and forward thinking that characterized its finest hours. The path forward requires honest conversations about the challenges at hand, a willingness to compromise and find common ground, and a shared commitment to the ideals of equality, opportunity, and justice for all. It demands leadership that inspires, not divides, that unites, not alienates, and that prioritizes the common good over partisan interests. As we look to the future, we must ask ourselves, what kind of leadership will guide America toward a brighter tomorrow?